Om Shanti. Om Shanti. What is real power, godly power, in this final moment is to find time to become present in godly love and absorb all His powers and love, joy, peace, happiness. I am a powerful soul. When I remember Him up above in the sweet silence home, once again I have found what I was looking for. Baba today said to us how to remember Him and attain true power from Him. This final moments. Today, 11th of October 2019. Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of Friday, the 11th of October 2019. The essence is, sweet children, in order to experience unlimited happiness, Anubhav, Apar Kushi, remain with Baba at every moment, Har Par. The question is, which children receive a lot of power, Bahut Bahut, from the Father? The answer is those who have the faith that they are the ones who will transform the unlimited world, and that they are going to become the masters of the unlimited world that is the Father, the Master of the world Himself, Vishwa Kamali, who is teaching you. Such children receive a lot of power. Om Shanti. The spiritual Father, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the Ruhani Bab, Parampita Paramatma, sits here and teaches you, sweetest spiritual children, you souls, and also explains to you, because it is only you children who become pure and become the masters of the world once again. The Father of the whole world is just the one. You children have this faith. Father of the whole world, the Father of all souls is teaching you children. Does this sit in your intellects, your heads? Your intellects are Tammopradhan, iron vessels, Nohike Bardhan, iron aged. The intellect is in the soul. So does this sit in your intellects? You receive sufficient power to understand that the unlimited Father truly is teaching us, and that we are transforming the unlimited world. At this time, the unlimited world is said to be the extreme depths of hell. Do you believe that the poor are in the extreme depths of hell, whereas sannyasis, wealthy people, and those with a position are in heaven? The Father explains, all human beings at this time are in the extreme depths of hell. Souls, being very tiny, are things that have to be understood. Does all the knowledge not stay in such a tiny soul? Or do you forget it? The Father of all souls of the world is sitting personally in front of you and teaching you. Do you remember throughout the day that Baba truly is here with you? For how long does this stay in your intellects? An hour, half an hour, or the whole day? You need power to this in your intellects. God, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is teaching you. Outside, when you are living at home, He's not with you. Here, He is with you in a practical form. For instance, when a woman's husband goes abroad and she herself is at home, she will not say that He is with her. The unlimited Father is only the one. The Father is not in everyone. The Father will surely be sitting in one place. So does it enter your intellects that the unlimited Father is making you worthy to become the masters of the new world? In your hearts, do you consider yourselves to be worthy? This is a matter of great happiness. No one receives a greater treasure of happiness than this. You know that you are now going to become this. You also understand what land those deities were the masters of. It was Bharat, where the deities came and departed. Devta, O Kartai, you are going to become the masters of the world. Is this in your intellects? Do you have such activity, such chalan? Do you have that way of speaking and that intellect? But chit karne ka daan, worthy man, your behavior is not such that you quickly get angry in a situation so that you cause a loss for someone or that you insult someone. In the golden age, they never defame anyone. There, there isn't anyone with dirty thoughts of defamation. The Father uplifts you children so strongly. You remember the Father and your sins are cut away. You raise your hands. What is your activity like this? The Father sits here and teaches you. Does this sit in your heads strongly? In your intellects? Baba knows that the intoxication of many becomes like soda water. Not everyone's mercury of happiness, Kushikapada, rises to that extent. Only when this sits in their intellects will their intoxication rise. The Father teaches you in order to make you into the masters of the world. Here are the impure Ravan community. Papit Ravan. There is the story that Rama took an army of monkeys and then did this and that. You know that Baba is enabling you to conquer Ravan and making you into Lakshmi and Narayan. If anyone asks you children here, you will instantly say that God is teaching you. God speaks, Bhagwan Vachya. A teacher will say that he is making you into a barrister or into such and such. He teaches you with faith, and you become that. Those who study are also number wise, and they then claim status number wise. This too is a study. Baba shows you your aim and objective, which is in front of you. You understand that you will become that through this study. It is a matter of happiness. Those who study the ICS, Indian Civil Service, will also understand I will study this, then build a home and do this. Their intellects continue to work on all of that. The Father sits here and teaches you children. Everyone has to study and become pure. You have to promise the Father that you will never perform any impure acts. The Father says if you perform any wrong acts, everything you have earned will be lost. Kamai chapu hunjaegi. This land of death is the old world we are studying. For the new world, this old world is coming to an end. The circumstances are also such. The Father is teaching us for the land of immortality. The Father explains the cycle of the whole world to you. The Father doesn't have any books in his hand. He only explains orally. The first thing that the Father explains is have the faith that you are a soul. The psyche is a child of God the Father, the Supreme Father. The Supreme Psyche resides in the Supreme Abode. The Psyche is also reside there. And then we continue to come down here number-wise to play our parts. This is a big unlimited stage. Actors come on this stage to play their parts. First of all in Bharat, in the New World. This is their activity. You also sing their praise. Would you call them multimillionaires? Those people have countless wealth. The Father refers to them as those people because He is the unlimited Father. This drama is predestined. So it was because Shiv Baba made them so wealthy. Sahu Har that they built a temple to Shiv on the path of devotion in order to worship him. First of all, they worship the one who made them worthy of worship. The Father explains a great deal to you daily in order to make you intoxicated. If those who understand number wise, according to their efforts, remain engaged in service, they will remain fresh. Otherwise, they become stale. Bashi. You children know that when you ruled the kingdom in Bharat, there truly were no other religions at that time. There was just atheism, and the other religions came later. You now understand how this world cycle turns. In a school, you need a name and objective. They used to rule at the beginning of the Golden Age, and they then went around a cycle of 84 births. You children know that this is an unlimited study. You have been studying limited studies for birth after birth. You need to have a lot of faith in this. The Father who makes the whole world turn around. That is the one who rejuvenates the world, that is, the one who changes hell into heaven, is teaching us. It is definite that everyone goes to the land of liberation. Not everyone will go to heaven. You know that the Father is now removing us from this ocean of poison, Vishai Chagar, from this brother, from this Vaishalaya. It truly is our brother now. You now also know when it begins. It has now been 22,500 years since the kingdom of Ravan and devotion began. At that time, there were only those of the Deity religion who went onto the path of sin. People built temples in order to perform devotion. They built such a big temple to Somnath. You have heard the history of what there was in that temple. At that time, they must have been so wealthy. There wouldn't have been just one temple. In the history of it, they have put the name of just one. Many kings built temples by seeing one another. Everyone would have performed worship. There would have been many temples. It wouldn't have been just one temple that was looted. There would have been other temples nearby, the villages that were not far away from one another. They would have been near one another because there weren't any trains there. They would have lived close to one another, and then gradually the world population continued to expand. The greatest of all fathers is now teaching you. You should have this intoxication, this nisha. There shouldn't be any weeping in the homes. Here you have to imbibe divine virtues. You children are being taught at this most auspicious confluence age, Purushottam Sangam Yuga. This is in between period, Hashamae. When you change, you have to go from the old world to the new world. You are now studying at the most auspicious confluence age. God is teaching you His turn in the whole world around. He makes the old world new, so you have to become the masters of that new world. The Father is bound to show you the method, so you children have to follow that. You're not residents of this place. You didn't know that it used to be your kingdom. The Father now explained that you are very unhappy in the kingdom of Ravan. This is called a vicious world. Those stages were completely viceless. People call themselves vicious. No one knows anything about when the kingdom of Ravan began or what happened. Their intellects are absolutely tamopradhan. When they were in the golden age, they had divine intellects and were the masters of the world. That is, they were very happy. That is called the land of happiness. Here there is limitless sorrow. The Father also explains what the world of happiness is like and what the world of sorrow is like. People don't know anything how long happiness lasts or how long sorrow lasts. Among you two, you continue to understand this. Number wise, it is the unlimited Father who explains to you. Krishna cannot be called the unlimited Father. Your hearts couldn't accept that, but people don't understand who it is they can call the Father. God explains, people defame me. I make you into deities. People have defamed me and the deities so much. They have become those with such foolish intellects. Manmati Manushya. They say chant the name of Govinda. Bhaj Govinda. The Father says, oh, ones with foolish intellects, while saying Govind, Govind, Ram, Ram. Does it enter your intellects whose name you are chanting? Those with stone intellects will be called with foolish intellects. The Father says, I am now making you into the masters of the world. The Father is the bestower of salvation for all. The Father explains you are dropped so much in your family, etc. You have to let what God is telling you enter your buddhi. However, people are used to following devilish directions, Ashurimat, and so how can they follow God's directions? Is Varyamat. They don't even know who Govind is. The Father explains, you will say, Baba, you have explained to us many times. This is also fixed in the drama. Baba, we are once again claiming disinheritance from you. We will definitely become Narayan from ordinary man. Students definitely have the intoxication of their studies and of what they will become. They also have that faith. The Father now says you have to become full of all virtues. Sarvagun Shampan. You must not get angry with anyone. Deities do not have the five vices in them. You have to follow Srimad. Srimad Festival says, consider yourself to be Psyche. Apne ko Atma Saiji ho. You souls have come here from the supreme abode, from Paramdam, to play your parts. Those bodies of yours are perishable. Psyches are imperishable, so you have to consider yourselves to be Psyches. I, the Psyche, have come here from the supreme abode to play a part. It is because you are unhappy here that you say you want to go to the land of liberation, Muktidam. However, who would purify you? People call out to the one, and so the Father comes and says, my sweetest children, consider yourselves to be souls, not bodies. I sit here and explain to you, Psyches. It is the Psyche that calls out, oh, purifier, come, come and make us pure. It was in Bharat that people were pure, and they are now calling out again. Make us pure from impure, and take us to the land of happiness. You have love for Krishna. It is Kumaris and mothers who observe many fasts. In the name of Krishna, they even go without water, so that they can go to the land of Krishna, that is, to the golden age. However, they don't have knowledge, and so they observe things by force. Everything you do is not just for telling others, but for going to the land of Krishna yourself, to Krishna Puri. No one can stop you. Those people observe fasts in front of the government in order to harass them. You don't have to go on a hunger strike in that way, nor has anyone taught you how to do that. Sri Krishna is the first prince of the golden age, however. No one knows that. They have sown Krishna in the copper age. The Father explains with his children, knowledge and devotion are two separate things. Bhakti and Gyan are dohalak Jesus. Knowledge is the day and devotion is the night. Gyan hidden, Bhakti herat. Of whom? Kiski. It is the night and day of Brahma, Brahma Murat or Din. However, neither gurus nor their disciples, the jealous, understand the meaning of that. The Father has explained to you, children, the secrets of knowledge, devotion, and disinterest. Gyan, Bhakti, and Vairagya. Knowledge is the day, devotion is the night, and after that there is disinterest. Those people don't know that. The words knowledge, devotion, and disinterest are accurate, but people don't know the meaning of them. You children now understand that by you having the knowledge that the Father gives, it becomes the day. When devotion begins, it becomes the night. Because people stumble around in the dark, the night of Brahma is the night of Brahmins, and then there is the day. There is the day through knowledge and the night through devotion. At night you are sitting in exile, Banvas, and then during the day you become so wealthy, so Dhanvan. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, lost enough found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, the Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharna. Ask your heart, Apne, do the treasures of happiness that you receive from the Father stay in your intellect? Baba has come to make you into the masters of the world. Vishwa ke Malik. Therefore are your activities, your chalan, and your way of speaking to others, but chit parametta done according to that. Do you ever defame anyone? After making a promise to the Father, do you perform any impure actions? Epavitra karma. Blessing the Vardanis. May you let the past be the past in an elevated way and pass with honors and become a memorial. May let the past be the past in an elevated way. Shrest. Yadkar Swarup. It has to be. Past is past. The time and since will pass, but have every thought and pass every moment while passing with honors. That is, let the past be the past in such an elevated way that when you bring the past into your awareness, only Wa emerges in your heart. Let many souls learn a lesson from your past story. Let your past become a memorial, and people will continue to sing your kirtan, that is, sing your praise. Slogan: make an elevated plan for your own benefit and service, and the world will then receive Sakash. Make an elevated plan, Shresht plan, for your own benefit, for Vishwas Kalyan and service, and the world will then receive Vishwaseva में Shakas मिलेंगे. Om Shanti.